Oh, God, I know what you mean, Doc. I know what you mean. Whew. What's going on, world? I am Winston A. Marshall, and this is Positive Black People News, the show that's changing the narrative. Hey, this is your first time here. Thank you for joining us. Please be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it. That way you know when we're putting dope stuff up. And if you're returning, guess what? Today's somebody's birthday. But not talking about that. It seems like only yesterday that we were celebrating #OscarsSoBlack here on PBPN. And here we are, a year older, a year wiser, and still breaking down barriers in award shows. The Oscar nominations are out and the regular players are of course involved. I'm talking Nolan, Streep, Janney, but so are some of the old and new faces of color. Octavia Spencer and Denzel Washington are back in the mix again, looking to nab their second and third Oscars respectively. But this year, Jordan Peele and his breakout hit Get Out, Fire Flames.
Get Out, rated R,
has netted 4 nominations, including Best Actor for Daniel Kaluuya, Best Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture. I mean, come on. We all know it was the Best Picture. The movie dropped last February, and folks are still talking about it. Lady Bird dropped in November, while Darkest Hour and I, Tonya dropped in December. All good films, but they have recent memory on their side. Though, truth is, black folks weren't gonna let the world forget about Get Out. I mean, every black person acting out of their mind, or dare I say a bit coonish, was assumed to be lost in the sunken place.
I'm saying Kanye's in the sunken place.
I'm saying that, well, Charlemagne said that on my podcast, and I wasn't about to disagree with him.
Stacey Dash, keep my name out of your mouth. You live in the sunken place.
You know the sunken place is very crowded. It's filled with these delusional Negroes.
But that's not all. This year sees even more newcomers in the mix, including R&B superstar Mary J. Blige for her supporting actress role in Mudbound, as well as Dee Reese and Virgil Williams for their adapted screenplay of the same film. And even Kobe Bean Bryant's Dear Basketball for animated short. Yo, real talk, if Kobe wins an Oscar before I do, I'm retiring. 3 6 Mafia was one thing. This is just too much. You don't have to win at everything, Kobe.
I want to be the best.
Who are you pulling for this Oscar season? Is it Get Out? I'm sure it's Get Out. Like, I want them to win all 4 awards. 400 years, 4 awards. Ooh, oh, come on, man. What, I can't say that? You know what? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say it. 400 years, 4 awards. Let us know how you feel in the comments on Twitter with our handle @PBP News. The Oscars airs Sunday, March 4th on ABC. Hey B, here's hoping that we have another Moonlight situation and Tiffany Haddish wins Best Supporting Actress.
She's not nominated.
So, that didn't stop her from bringing weed on the plane and girls trip.
I got drugs in my booty.
Fair voting and the democratic process in one of the nation's largest swing states has just won bigly. Pennsylvania Supreme Court has rejected Republicans' latest attempt at congressional redistricting due to the maps being completely biased towards the GOP and therefore unconstitutional. They have ordered all 18 districts to be redrawn in the next few weeks. A few weeks? Republicans are gonna need way
Many months later.
more than a few weeks. They've tried over 70 times since 2010 to repeal and replace something else, and well, we all know how that turned out. So if you're like me, you did not take AP Government and you have no idea why district maps are so important to voters. Because of representation, which is only fair and accurate when district lines are drawn without party or racial bias. Redistricting is a process that must occur following every census so that each state sends the right number of delegates to Congress based on how many people live in a particular area. A simple process, right? It is. Until greed and racism come into play and politicians try and gain a numeric advantage over their opponents in Congress by choosing who gets to vote for them. This process is known as gerrymandering, and somehow it's still legal. But America is a democracy, which means the people choose which candidates we vote for, not the other way around. When districts are gerrymandered, They look less like grids with straight lines and more like ink blots on a Rorschach test. Gerrymandering can cause minorities to have less of a say in the areas in which they vote for an official. Simply put, we all know brown folks tend to vote one way. Well, most of them anyway. Which is why it is a huge victory for democracy that those maps were struck down, because rigging elections is illegal. Randomly, I did a lot of research, and you guys want to know what else is illegal in Pennsylvania? Selling motorized vehicles on Sundays, singing in the bathtub, and catching a catfish with your bare hands.
Well, actually, you know, people would die every year trying to catch catfish because they would stick their arms underneath like sunken pieces of like log or road, and you know, it would break and they'd be trapped under there and drown.
Thanks, Will. And I thought eating Tide Pods was bad.
You know how you can't say any form of honky, whitey, or cracker on Facebook?
Cracker.
But somehow you can sling as many niggas as you want and not get the band hammer? A lot of that has to do with the fact that the tech giant's diversity numbers are only 5% Hispanic and 3% black. But a new day is dawning. American Express CEO Kenneth Chenault. American Express CEO Kenneth Chenault is joining Facebook's board of directors. Chenault will be the first person of color on Facebook's all-white board and was a part of Mark Zuckerberg's extensive search to recruit diversity. Old Zucks is getting a good deal on this one too. Mr. Chenault is a Harvard Law School grad and one of the most highly regarded financial executives in the world. He announced he was stepping down from his CEO position at American Express last fall, and it seems that the world of memes, pokes, and fake news will be his newest challenge. Good luck to you, Mr. Chenault. But to be honest, I feel like everything will be fine. This feels like it's going to be a Sashir Zameda Leslie Jones situation. All it's going to do is make things way better.
Roll call.
And that is it for today. But before we go, today is PBPN's 1-year anniversary. It is our birthday. We a whole year. Everybody come in. Come on. Nyema, Will, Brandon.
Party!
You guys ride or die with us for a minute. And we just want to say thank you. We're throwing a little party right here. So, you know, to everybody that was there, hold on, like these. Everybody that's been there for us through the beginning, like cast and crew, people who aren't with us now, to all you fans, to everybody. I want somebody else to do fire. Somebody do fire. Thank you. We set out a mission to try and help and change things, and we could only have done that with everybody that has helped make this a thing and everybody that supported it. So this is all for you. We're eating these cupcakes and drinking this champagne for you. It's cool. I mean, you can put this part in like the credits now.
Oh, when we have it, so it's all gonna zoom out.
Yeah,
and
so like all of this.
Credits.
Yeah, it'll be running right now. So like I'm gonna. Whoa, here they go. My mom needs to not see this episode, so she doesn't know I
like how all of our champagnes are now flavored
with my mouth. All right, Brandon, you got your.
Oh yeah.
I think it says 1 to me.
Hey,
I don't know which is.
that says 7 to you.
It says 7 to me, but it's
Or 1 to. It doesn't matter. Hey, cheers! Happy birthday! Thank you so
Cheers.
much, guys.
Mazel.
To change the narrative. Love y'all. Bye.